If you are new to our stream, or if you're watching this on a replay, every once in a while, a little more likely when Danny is not with us, I tend to do a little bit of an after party. So basically, after our usual show, I will start a new stream and talk for about another 15 minutes or so. A little bit more of a casual, non-recorded, just having some fun type of thing. It's one of those cases. Besides, I had a cup of coffee earlier tonight, and therefore I'm going to be up for a few minutes. Because if I'm not going to talk to you, the other thing is I'm going to start watching season 5. Watching season 5 of Black Mirror. Let's face it. One of those things where I'll go ahead and I'll answer questions like this one right here from Claudia. What is your opinion on doing the after hours party? Well, kind of like what I was talking about earlier. I think the after hours party, as well as the early morning events, hard ticketed events, I think they can add value, but only you can figure out whether or not it's really going to be a good value. My take on it is that, if you already have tickets, in other words, you're not an AP holder, you can really use that as one of your days worth of tickets because you can get in early for the evening hours. And, there are some things that you can take into consideration. It's not cheap, but there are a lot of people that have some really good times with it. Brian's at one right now. He's really liking it. So I think that's great. I think it's great to know that. I haven't been to one myself yet, mainly because of timing. Yeah, actually, it really hasn't been because I haven't wanted to. It's just mainly been because of timing, to be honest with you. So that's just one of those things to take into consideration. I always like to say this. You got to try everything at least once if you really want to try something out. You save up for some of those things, you give it a try, and if it doesn't work out well for you, you know not to do it again. I would rather do an after hours, or I would rather do a hard ticketed party type event than I think like a dessert party. Because I didn't find the value in a dessert party because I can't eat a lot of desserts, to be honest with you. Good question. Mary asks, am I going to break up the shows into the marathon show into separate podcasts? Yes, I am. In fact, I actually was talking to Chris Hiller about that a little bit earlier today. Because he was trying to actually listen to certain parts of it again since he missed part of it. I'm going to do some of that this weekend. My son's going to be camping. My wife's going to be working. I'm going to be sitting here. I'm either going to sit and watch Black Mirror all afternoon, or I'm going to do some podcast stuff, and I'll probably just do some podcast stuff. What is my blue drink? It is water with some kind of berry squirt liquid type sugar-free flavoring. I like it. It's good. Cody says, let's see, I think I dodged a bullet. We went back to down to Walt Disney World a couple weeks ago and finally did the UC tour. We needed to make a decision by last Saturday or the prices went up 10%. So I'm assuming, are you now a new DVC member there, Cody? If so, welcome home. Mr. Camper, happy camper, that is. Quick question, the coffee sponsor. If you place an order, how long does it take to get to your house? Usually less than a week. I usually plan on about a week for it, especially if you don't get, the priority shipping. I usually spend enough where I get free shipping because you spend over $50, you get free shipping. I just pick the standard shipping. So I usually get it within a week, and most likely less. I'll tell you right now. They're really good at keeping up with their orders. So I'll tell you that right now. They've, Expedition Roasters is a class act to work with. They always try to make sure that, I will say good communication with them in the sense of the orders and everything else like that. So give them a try. Hope it works out as well for you as it has for me in the past. Because I do order coffee for them out of my own pocket. It's, they may be a sponsor, but I still support our sponsors, through buying their great products. Let's see here. Typhoon summer thing. What are my thoughts on that typhoon summer thing? Oh, I haven't really heard too much. Now, here's the thing. I've done like a Moonlight Magic from DVC at one of the water parks, and it was a lot of fun. And to be honest with you, I think the water parks are a great place to do things. My take on it is it depends on whether or not it's still going to be $100+ per person to get in, which I don't know. I haven't really paid too much attention to that one. Mainly because water parks are already not super duper expensive to get into compared to the parks themselves. It's one of those things. I do like the water parks. They do tend to get crowded for those special events. I mean, you still wait in line for those things, but I do like the water parks. Let's see. Oh, so you did decide to hold off. Okay. And to tell you the truth, buying on the resale market, I think is probably, a solid decision, to be honest with you. I mean, some people say, oh, you're going to lose so much on the perks. You know what? You don't buy in a DVC for the perks. You can, with the money you save, you can buy a lot of extra things. That's for sure. And you know what? Buy and sell DVC. They used to be one of our sponsors. Still great people to work with. I would certainly recommend them. Talk to B over there. Tell them I sent you. And if you happen to go through them, just let me know. But good people to work with over there. Let's see. Claudia mentions we have 5-day tickets and we have our trip planned out, but Thursday is our non-parks day to relax and we really want to take my kids. The after party. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. If it's your non-park day, you chill out during the day, get in as soon as they'll let you, which I think is like 4:00. I think you might have to check, but even like Gordon says, you can go to downtown Disney during the day and after hours at night. It's not much more than a 1-day ticket. The thing of it is that you can go to Disney Springs, you can hang out there, do shopping, get some good food, hang around your pool at your resort, enjoy the resort. Some of these resorts are just so relaxing and so much fun too, especially if you hang around the pool area and they have a lot of different like pool parties for the kids and stuff like that. It could very well be worth it if again, try it out. Let us know how you like it. A lot of people have said they've enjoyed it. Like 1 out of 100 have I heard someone not enjoying it. And Chris, yeah, the Villains Party looks awesome. I've been catching some of the videos from that. It's really kind of cool. Gordon even mentions he's done a Christmas party. I've done the Christmas party a couple times. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy the Christmas party more than the Halloween party, but that's just because I like Christmas more than I do Halloween. Let's see. If someone never tried their coffee and likes dark coffee, I highly recommend Happy Camper. Highly recommend Dark Side Roast. It is one of my favorite. It is a dark roast. It's not a bitter dark roast at all, but has a good, robust flavor to it. I enjoy it. I'm almost out of it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of switching over to Route 66 Tire Fix, which is more of a morning blend medium roast. But Dark Side Roast, I really do enjoy it. Give it a try. Cody, you're looking into Copper Creek. Everybody seems to love Copper Creek. I have not had a chance to stay there at Copper Creek. I've stayed at the other one. Sorry. Let's see. Getting stuck on It's a Small World should happen to everyone just once. Do you really want to wish that kind of pain on people? Let's see. Selena, you are trying Christmas party in December. I think it's really cool. By the way, Mr. Camper, even Mary will back me up. Coffee comes fast. And here's the thing. I agree, Cody. I mean, there's so many other really good resorts to kind of pick from on the resale market. That's not Riviera. Riviera, everybody says they look at Riviera, they tend to want to buy Riviera. I haven't looked at it yet. I will probably go through the tour sometime during my next trip. Cody, did we ever get an Instagrammer that we're looking for? We're actually restructuring that a little bit. Chris, our local communications director, is kind of taking over our Instagram feed. He's been putting out some great stuff. But at the same time, I know that he is going to be looking for some content contributors. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I know that we're kind of working it out because we really want people to go out and follow our Instagram page. I mean, to be very honest, he's put out some really great stuff. And a lot of that is going to start being exclusive to Instagram. Who knows? I may start doing some Instagram live stuff. You may want to consider doing that. Let's see. Let's see here. Chris got water passes to H2O Zone Water Park. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's see. Have I done any of the activities outside the parks, like fishing, boat rental, mini golf? No, I haven't. Probably the only thing I would probably say is taking the balloon at Disney Springs, the helium balloon. It's not a hot air balloon, everybody. It's a helium balloon. Used to be called, Characters in Flight. It's not called that. I can't remember what it's called, like Aerophile right now. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. And it's smooth. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I do want to do it at night one time. I haven't been able to do it at night. Let's see how that goes. Chris says he's done mini golf. It's fun. He does it every few months. Let's see. He also says the fishing is fun. Deep sea fishing is so much better. Oh, I bet it would be. Yeah. And Mary also says, hey, Expedition Roasters doesn't disappoint. By the way, if you're not a big coffee drinker, they have teas. I actually bought my last order, Second Star to the Right tea. It has like, let's see, some cherry and cranberry and some other really cool flavors with hibiscus. Very flavorful. Really enjoy it. In fact, here's the kicker. My wife doesn't like tea. She was having an allergy attack and needed something, warm and soothing on her throat. I made her a cup of that, no sugar or anything, just a nice strong steep of it. And she's like, oh, that's good. She actually asked for a second cup. So let's see how that goes. Dude, sup? Let's see. Oh, okay. So you're talking about Garden Grove in Swan and Dolphin. I didn't know if that was spelling autocorrect type of thing when you did that. So, I haven't tried it. I've been through the Swan and Dolphin for a couple different things. Never really stopped there. I ought to take a look at that. That's a really good idea, Gordon. And thanks for the idea. We'll have to see how it goes. Let's see. Tim says we went fishing with Chuck Pippin on a guided tour on Lake Toho when we were there last year. Definitely recommend it. Very clear water and nice fish. Yes, Chris. Yeah, the balloon is even cheaper with Groupon. I caught a blue marlin in the Gulf. Did you keep it, or was it like a catch and release type of thing? I've always wondered, to get the big picture on the dock with it or anything like that. I've always wondered how that went. Justin just likes to sleep. Oh yeah, they have the hot chocolate in the fall too. Yeah, I can't drink a lot of hot chocolate because of sugar, but it's one of those. Although I tell you what I do is I'll take some of their coffee and I'll put a little bit of like sugar-free chocolate syrup, like Hershey's sugar-free syrup. A little shot of that, especially the happiest brew that ever sailed which is peppermint mocha. A little extra shot of chocolate in there. Oh yeah, you don't go wrong with that. And instead of cream, I use like creamer. I put like whipping cream, not like squirt thing, but like heavy whipping cream that you use to actually make whipping cream. Oh yeah, I do that sort of thing all the time. Oh, now I know who you are. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Do I think they're going to replace them on rail trains soon? Yeah, I think they already have some on order, and that's kind of been, I won't say common knowledge. It hasn't been talked about since it was released, but they've got some on order. I think they'll be soon. But it takes, to keep in mind, it takes a while to get those things all taken care of. Tag and release it for points for a huge tournament called the Texas International Fishing Tournament, aka TIFT. Sweet. Favorite DVC resort? Depends what my mood is. Big fan of Animal Kingdom. Love Animal Kingdom. And I would probably say if I could stay at Grand Floridian again, oh yeah, I'd be all over that. All over that. I really enjoyed Grand Floridian. I mean, it was one of those cases where it's like, I thought it was going to be stuffy. And I was very impressed with just how beautiful it was and how friendly the cast members were. I really enjoyed it. I really super enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I liked it how it was just, the room was beautiful. I loved how it had like a shower and a bathtub with a shower. Loved it. This thing was really, really cool. I just really think it was awesome. So, yeah, I have to go there sometime soon. I'd love to. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for our trip next year with the family. Trying to figure out doing a something of a graduation trip with my daughter. Trying to figure out how to work that out timing wise, because it's going to be a mess next year. I say graduation from grad school. She's going to get her doctorate in chiropractic. We'll have to see how that goes. Favorite off the beaten track meal. I don't know if you consider this off the beaten track, but Olivia's. Olivia's is one of my favorite restaurants that's not at a park and it's not always easily accessible. Yeah, I'll have to go with that. Kevin, McDonald's by the All-Stars. I know that some people make fun of that. You know, the thing of it is that there are some kids that all they want is some chicken nuggets and some fries. And you're driving by and you're like, I got to get something. Here you go. Sometimes it works. I mean, they used to have a McDonald's. It's funny. They used to have a McDonald's when it was still Downtown Disney, and it was a very busy McDonald's. Go figure. Then they changed it to Chicken Pollo or something like that, which was like chicken in Spanish, I guess. It actually was pretty good. I liked it. Then they tore it down. Let's see. So, a couple of things I wanted to just mention here really quick, since we got about, a good number of people here. Do me a favor. If you haven't gone over to our YouTube channel, go ahead and go over there and subscribe. Hit that little bell, lets you know when we're live. Even if you don't usually use it, I'll tell you right now, what we're trying to do is we got to get to 1,000 people on subscribers on YouTube. Why? Full disclosure. YouTube won't let us stream directly into YouTube from a mobile device unless we have 1,000 people. That's what it is. I'm telling you flat out. If you could help us by doing that and sharing it, would really appreciate it. Pollo Campero. Thank you, Alex. I knew it had to be that. Let's see. Let's see who won the contest. I don't know who won the contest. Chris is running that. I think he may have already announced it. But if you go over to Facebook or go over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Go over to our Instagram page. Hit that follow button. We're going to start putting content out there nearly every day. If you use Twitter, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. No, that one is a little different. All the others are Behind Ears Podcast. Twitter is at Behind Ears PC because space. You guys may not use every one of those pieces of social media all the time. However, it really does help us get the word out about different things. We're upping our social media game. Chris is just absolutely fabulous with helping us out with that. And we've already gotten some good traction. But we are going to be putting out some different content, on YouTube. We'd like to stream directly to YouTube because it actually gives us some better abilities to stream from the parks. YouTube is a little bit better than Facebook in the sense of quality, picture quality, and ability to deal with some different things. We would like to do that, but we got to get the numbers up. I know I've done it before from a mobile device, but it's also very tricky. I have a little bit of a hack that I used, and it's also really hard to see comments from viewers. It's really hard. Sometimes you see me put the phone up to my face and you see a big eye as I'm reading the comments. Don't want to do that. If you could guys go do that, I'd appreciate it. I really would. If you guys could like share the show out when we go live, I'd really appreciate that. Tell people about the show. I'd really appreciate that. You guys have been absolutely fabulous for helping us out. And, obviously, to be able to be ranked at number 1 on iTunes for a little while was a great privilege and honor. And, it's all because of people, downloading and reacting to the show. And it's very competitive in the category that we're in. And here's a little note, there's quite literally 100,000 new podcasts that go online every single month. Not all Disney podcasts, of course, but it's a big deal. So we're in the midst of a really big pool because we're kind of listening to the travel and leisure section over at Apple Podcasts. And I appreciate all those guys that did that. Thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate that. It helps us, just, I'll be honest with you. We try to be transparent with you guys. We tell you a little bit about what goes on in the background, especially during the after parties. Podcasts like ours don't have huge budgets for marketing and this, that, and the other, but we do certainly appreciate every last one of you that talk us up about the show. And here's the other thing. We know that a lot of you listen to different podcasts, and that's great. We encourage that. Here's the thing. Just like, I have, 100 channels of music on XM radio. I listen to a good chunk of them, but not all the time. This is one of those cases where it's like, you know what? I listen to different podcasts myself. And because they all do something a little bit different, they all bring something different to the podcasting table. And I encourage people to listen to those shows. There's some great ones out there. You're not ever going to hear Danny and I say, don't listen to the show or listen to only to us, because that's just not right. There are some people that will only listen to a single show, and that's their choice. I hope they would consider listening to others as well. There's a lot of really great Disney podcasters out there, and there are a lot of really wonderful people. Some do family shows, some do more adult shows. Some have focus on one type of show. Obviously we don't. We do a lot of different things. It just means a lot to us. Thank you everybody for chiming us up a little bit. It's yeah, John saying, it's amazing how much podcasting has grown. It's almost as big as regular television and radio. Yeah, actually it is. And the funny part is there's a lot of people that don't consider, there are some people I've had conversations with. They think that podcasting is just a hobby. I'm like, nope, this isn't a hobby. A lot of people who do a lot of things that they're passionate about their hobbies. They will invest a lot of time, energy, money, effort, blood, sweat, tears. They will sacrifice for their hobby. And this is more than just that, It's just a real challenge. I listen to podcasts usually when I'm alone. And usually in my car. I'll download some onto my phone and play it so I don't have to eat up data. I already got a nasty gram from my phone company because I used up a lot of data this month. It's still unlimited, but they say, hey, your data's gonna be slowed down a little bit. Sorry. I actually now have Wi-Fi in Distruck 1, so I don't have to worry about that problem anymore. And it works so good. Trust me, it's wonderful to have Wi-Fi in my vehicle. All right, everybody. Hope everybody has a really good weekend. As I said, I'm going to be on the line throughout the weekend. I know that someone asked earlier about, I think Mary, you may have asked about the stuff for the auction winners. Danny and I are trying to get some things together. There are some people that still haven't paid. There's some people that still need to respond with their mailing address. Trying to get everything in order. I will be working on that this weekend as well. Danny as well. I hope to get maybe some things shipped out this weekend, or have emails passed out to others that, for like e-gift cards and things like that. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? So it's one of those cases where, it's taken a little while longer. Danny and I both have been experiencing a lot bigger issues at work, to be honest with you. And it's been taking up a little bit more of our time after hours. So that's, a little troublesome. Not troublesome. That's really not the word. It's just taking a lot longer to get everything straight out. We had a lot of great auction items. I mean, over half of what we raised were because of auction items. That is just fabulous. It was really, really cool. And we really hope that people enjoy the things that they're going to be getting. Keep in mind, there are some people that don't go on a rant about people who haven't paid. There are some people that have a few little issues, and they've communicated with us. It's not like they're ditching us. I'll tell you that right now. They had some issues. We worked out some of them, and some of them are still being worked out. I got to give them credit. They're trying, and we need to support our community. It's one of those cases. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Chris, what's going on, man? Yeah, we're doing a little after party, just a little informal chat. Glad you can make it. Just talking a little bit about some of the stuff for the auction, trying to get stuff out. Here's one of my problems. I'm trying to get the boxes available to be able to ship some of the stuff out that I have here at my house. That's kind of a problem because someone accidentally threw away my stash of Amazon boxes. No, I know, Melissa. It's all good. What was the highest item bid? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it may have been some Kevin John pictures, possibly. Maybe the dessert party, Mary. It may be right there. I'll have to take a look. But someone's threw away my stash of Amazon boxes. I used to keep a nice little stash of Amazon boxes in my garage because I knew if I threw them out, I would need to actually ship something. Sure enough, like you wouldn't believe, somebody threw out my Amazon boxes. Now, could that person been me? It's a distinct possibility, and I'm not going to necessarily say it wasn't. So, you liked it at Magic. Okay, were you there tonight, Chris? Others have said it's been very, very good. I loved having the park to yourself. Okay, cool. Order some Amazon stuff. Actually, I did. And I actually, oh crud, did I forget to order? Shoot. I got to order something. Actually, I got to order something. I should do that tonight. Hopefully, it'll come tomorrow. Working on a technical project with my son. My son has turned his laptop into a Chromebook. It's actually pretty funny. It's an older laptop, but it still runs solidly. It just runs a little slowly. So he's starting to use Chrome on it. It's actually quite nice. Okay. Steve is so sick of Amazon boxes. Lately the stuff I've been ordering from Amazon haven't been boxes. They've been coming in really weird bubble wrap or bubble packaging, so to speak. And, what is it? Most of the time it's not being shipped by UPS or the postal service. It's done through, Amazon shipping themselves. So they've been doing a really good job. Most times I can get things overnighted, like for free. It's, using Prime. So, well, it's almost 10:30 my time. I got a few things I want to do before I go to bed tonight. I got to double check my checklist for tomorrow. I know I'm ending the week with a whole checklist of things that I didn't get to do from work. So I know I'm going to have to deal with that. Hope you guys have enjoyed the after party tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get a chance to really do this. Thank you for joining. If you like after parties, let me know. But you know what? It's just always fun just chatting with you guys. Something outside of the show. And hope you guys had fun with it. We'll see you Tuesday. And again, thanks guys for joining me. Love you. And just love this community that we're a part of. It's just pretty awesome. So have a great one. Have a great weekend. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Take care.